Hello, my name's Matt and I work as a curator in exhibitions here at the library. And today we're in the preservation lab and I'm with my colleague Grace, who is also a curator in exhibitions. So Grace, do you want to tell everyone at home a little bit about what we do?
Yeah, well, I think we've probably got the best jobs in the library, but that's my opinion. So we get to research for exhibitions here at the library, and that involves suggesting exhibitions, so putting together exhibition proposals, looking through the collections to find interesting objects that we could include in exhibitions. We write the labels, we get to work with a lot of different people to bring the exhibition into being, and then we get to take people through the exhibition and share it with the public.
Yeah, I agree. And what are you working on at the moment?
So at the moment I'm working on a collection in focus show, and they're shows that go into our treasures gallery in a dedicated space. And the exhibition is drawing on our wonderful Ellis Rowan collection of paintings. And it's focusing on her paintings of birds of paradise that she, and those birds of paradise she captured when she was in New Guinea.
Yeah. And why Ellis Rowan? Why did you decide to focus on this particular collection for this exhibition?
There's so many different reasons why we might pick an exhibition, a certain collection to focus on. With Ellis Rowan, it's one of those things where it's like, well, why not? And partly that's because it's such a cherished collection. I think that our library fans out there and our readers, they really love it. And it's because of her great passion particularly for wildflowers, and I think that really comes through. In this case, we wanted to come back to the collection and give visitors a bit of a different take on it, and that's why we decided to focus on her birds of paradise. She's not really so well known for her bird paintings, and it's a lovely sort of discrete aspect of the collection that we can bring out. And it also coincides with the release of Ellis Rowan, A Life in Pictures, which has been released by NLA Publishing and is available in our bookshop.
Excellent. And can you tell us a little bit about how an exhibitions project works at the library, and maybe where you're up to with the project at the moment?
Yeah, thanks Matt. Well, there are a lot of different players involved in putting an exhibition on, and it's actually a wonderful thing about the job that I have is that I get to work with colleagues from across the library. So obviously there's me researching and selecting objects. I also work with the exhibition designer to lay out the exhibition. We'll work with staff in digitisation to get things documented. We'll work closely with collection staff and with conservators. Obviously here we are in the preservation lab. So it might give you a bit of a sense of where we're up to in the project, in that all of the objects have been selected and I've been writing text that will go on the walls. And at the moment our conservators are assessing every object and ensuring that it's suitable for display, and they're undertaking any treatment that might be required on that object. And very soon the objects will be prepared for display, so that means being framed, maybe a book support's made for them, and then the exhibition will be installed.
Excellent. So that's, you just described the mechanics of an exhibitions project, how it gets from A to B. What about your personal involvement? Was there anything when you were looking or researching the material or scoping it that really excited you or surprised you?
Well, actually, for me, one of the most exciting things about this project was that I got to do a collection survey, and maybe for others that might seem a little bit like an elaborate sort of process, but as a curator, it's really important to try and look at the objects in the flesh as much as possible. And there's so many different reasons why that's important. Often it helps you understand the materials that have been used to create that object. It can also give you a sense of how one particular painting might fit within a whole collection when you're looking at many of them. So I got to spend quite a bit of time in the picture stacks, going through drawer after drawer. Now there are hundreds of works in our formed Ellis Rowan collection, so it did take me a little while, but yeah, that was a really wonderful thing, and I feel like I gained so many insights about her work and the collection through that process. So that was really wonderful. Probably took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it was really valuable.
Okay, well, I'm very excited about it. I mean, I love birds like everyone else, and I can't wait to see it. So when will we see it?
So we don't have a confirmed opening date yet. But as soon as we have one, we're going to post that on our website, our social media channels, and in our e-news. So make sure you're across those different channels so you won't miss out. But yeah, it'll be coming up soon. But in the meantime, you can look at our website or at Trove to access digitised pictures of most of the Ellis Rowan collection, including her Birds of Paradise paintings.
Excellent, thanks for that, Grace. And I hope that interested you as much as it interested me, and I hope you're all looking forward to seeing the exhibition as well. Thank you very much.